have to get into it, dude. This first round, look, neither of these teams have lost a match yet.
Ooh.
It's going down here. Big Miami Dome.
Big Miami Dome. Yeah, that's like...
It's a great one. I really enjoy Big
something
Miami
that I have
Dome
not said on broadcast before, right? it's always been either stage or smaller stage. It's like, nope. We're
going big.
We've now entered a realm
I mean,
where...
of all the bigs, Miami's the smallest of all the big.
That is a great way to describe it. Yeah, it's just so interesting because there's certain... If everybody's playing on the top platforms here...
Triple Lance, this is insane. Triple Lance,
yeah,
this should be illegal.
I am having a Sparky crisis right now looking at the screen. Okay,
no,
you take the right side of the screen. You take the
okay,
left.
Take the
right. What's happening on the right? Zyder's using that ground pound. Wait, that's your side of the screen. Hold on.
Yeah, you're on the left. You're on the left side.
Okay, Solarson's coming back and he just picked up a sword. And there goes
There's the
Kresuu.
first stock. It's Kresuu. He's out. Look at him stacked up, ready to fight. Oh no, a little bit of friendly fire.
Yeah.
Godly has to return back to the stage. The Zyder's protecting him. He'll be fine. Another stock down, and it's evened up now.
Yeah, I like what Zyder's...
Godly's taking on both of them in an edge guard. What? Godly can just handle it all. No, okay, he got to hit him. Oh,
Zyder.
Whoa. Everybody felt that one.
Zyder cuts through with the sides and gets 2 knockouts, and then there's another knockout at the top. Solarson, only one with 3 stocks so far. Gravity canceling a D-Light straight into 2 axe attacks. And Kresuu, did he just hit a full 3-piece axe string on the Solarson? Okay, it's fine. D-Light recovery comes through, and lots of damage coming through. And that tankiness from Roland means more than ever on this map, right?
Swata is about to get an epic kill on Spectre. Spectre
he still get
makes it right. He makes it right through that. Swata
Other
was
side
so close.
of the stage, Solarson makes back the recovery, and Kresuu Zyder's Godly back into center. Blue team was doing
Swata's
a good job holding that, but Swata's been going down pretty quickly.
That's pretty early. That's pretty early compared to everybody else here, but we might see some more knockouts soon. Ooh, Spectre's in trouble. Zyder's going for it off the right side, but ooh, knockout on the left side. Kresuu's down to his final stock. That ties up the stocks between both these teams. It's so close, Taza.
Yeah. When it comes to this matchup, I think I can safely say Swata or Kresuu going down decides who's got that team combo momentum. Spectre goes down to a nice signature coming out.
Yeah, it's a very small lead here for the blue team, but like you just can't quantify it that way because like you were saying before, the 2v3s are so different than a 1v2.
Yeah, the game state changes dramatically. And then could change
Zyder.
again. Zyder,
dude, it's so even right now. Yeah. This is insane. Swata's got to be careful. I'm keeping my eye on Swata right now. He's about to get knocked out. He could be the first one to go down in this game.
He goes right to the center of the stage.
And he's still, yeah, I'm surprised the level of combat that Swata's willing to engage
he got the pogo, and he stunned the recovery of Kresuu.
Beautiful. He was one hit away from being knocked out, but he was the one to get the first elimination in this game.
Yeah. And that's a huge deal because it basically makes Swata, it puts Swata into the position of like, all right, well now if my stock goes down, I at least already made it
it's a straight
2v2
now.
Right.
It's a straight 2v2. Godly and Zyder versus Spectre and Solarson. I mean, you got to give this to Godly and Zyder, right? They far more experienced doubles team.
But it is the map wild card in this situation, I think.
That's true.
Where it's like you have a lot more experience.
They've never really had a 2v2 on this.
Is this a 2v2 map? Not really.
No.
So there's a little bit of improvising.
What? Spectre, what?
You know, I was saying that we had to leave the solar system, but we didn't. You didn't have to bring the UFO to the
Not
game,
that
right?
way. Not that way.
He literally got it. I was like, all right, boys.
Dude, Spectre just tried to flick the C stick for a smash attack, and it did not.
I mean, it's just so funny because he was like riding. He was like, okay, I need the boost.
That Evo might have lost them the game.
Yeah.
I think you could pinpoint like where was the moment that it was all lost.
It certainly contributed. That's
well, there was a straight 2v2 with everybody down to one stock practically at last hit.
Oh, I love that hit there.
And he just emoted in the middle of the screen, and it took his opponents no time to punish that.
Are we gonna get it? I'm ready.
Oh, we've got to, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
is it slide charge emote?
It was a dash. Oh. It was a dash emote. Oh no, we're not gonna see it. That's fine. We probably shouldn't. Let's all try to forget that happened. That's too bad.
From the blue team there.
It really was.
That win.
It was well played all around, except for that one emote, right? The middle of that was too bad. That was unfortunate.
So thinking about
and it had to have just been a misinput.
Yeah. Thinking about what wasn't the emote was Swata having that performance where he was basically at deep red for like the second half of the game.
He was one hit from being knocked out, and he scored 2 knockouts when it mattered most.
And one of them was off of stuffed recovery on the pogo from the spear down air onto Kresuu, so that was really huge. So we're going back to the dome here for game number 2.
Back to the dome.
And we're going to see who's going to be battling over the center stage. But with the way that the platform's moving, you get this nice way of being like, okay, we can take control over this side or that side, and we can see what happens there. Zyder,
it's rarely symmetrical.
Yeah. And it has made the action all over the place as we saw in the previous game. Oh, Godly punches the entire screen.
He got all the opponents and one of his teammates.
That is a,
oh no!
Godly could make it back. Ground pound hits.
He
can get the double knockout here. No, okay. Solarson dodges out of the way, but goes for the ground pound. Or exclamation points are coming out that wall slip.
I would just leave, dude. Godly has won the interactions off that wall every time.
Yeah. Oh, and now we're going over to the right side. Solarson boxing with the sideline, but Zyder gets a neutral light on 2 of his opponents. And Godly went for a follow-up and didn't quite follow the knockback correctly, but the recovery there hits from Zyder. Zyder doing a ton of damage on the left side of the stage, and Kresuu and Swata are having their own little battle on the right.
Yeah, Godly finally gets sent down to 2 stocks here, and that evens things up, but blue team's got a pretty good lead. Well, okay.
He's showing that was
right now.
Spectre.
It kind of depends on. Oh, Zyder's down to his 2nd stock. And Swata, once again, the most damaged on his team. I guess he's just relying on the clutch factor. You know, it doesn't matter if he gets hit. He probably has the highest damage in the game.
He is taking a lot of risks. Like the damage has not mattered where he positions. He's just going into the fray, trying to get as much damage done as possible, and then the stock is gone.
But he's the first one to his last stock, and pretty early too, especially compared to his teammates.
I will say though, even though he's going down faster, I think overall the average damage for the red team is going up higher. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, but how did Godly stay at the same health since Swata's last knockout?
It's because Swata is taking so much damage.
He is just he's a pinball.
He is sacrificing his HP
he barely made
for
it
the
back.
good of the team's overall damage lead.
Okay, keep an eye on Swata here. Swata's this is a big. He's got to. I don't know. He's got to stay out. How do you stay out of combat in this? No, you can't. Solarson came in with the snipe.
That is a way to stay out of combat. He is
no longer in combat. Mission accomplished.
He is off the screen. And now
so
it is
a 2v3.
2v3 even stocks. Godly having 2 of the 3 stocks in his team, and Zyder on a fresh one.
This is winnable.
It's winnable, but they don't have that that factor where it's kind of like, okay, if we hit one good hit on one person, they're gone. They do have to work for each one of these stocks.
Yeah. Solarson's the closest to being knocked out, but also the highest defense on the field, so that's not easy.
Delay recovery hits Zyder as well. He takes so much damage.
Oh no, Godly's out. Zyder's in trouble. How's he going to stay away from all 3 of his opponents while his teammate respawns? He somehow managed. That was nice. He got all 3 of them with that recovery.
I feel like Spear, Ground Pound, and Recovery get like infinite more value. Okay, Godly.
Okay, the 3v1. Oh, this is real.
It's so possible.
It's so real. Godly can win this 1v3.
This is the
Hold
most
on to your seats.
Even 1v3, I think, in his Brawlhalla history. This is crazy. Like, Godly can hit them with anything.
This is so strangely winnable, and they all know it. Look how efficiently, how these guys are being safe about it. They understand the risk here.
Something else with the risk.
No one wants to get 1v3
is that in a 1v3, there's that much more risk of friendly fire than there is in a 2v1, where it's like, are they going to play around it? Like, they're stacked. Because they're stacked, they can't throw out hitboxes. Silent recovery comes through, and they're trying to do this like front to back style thing on center stage, and Godly's slide charge side 6.
Wait, dude, wait. Godly's about to win this 1v3.
The recovery hits. And Godly gets a delay recovery. He's got this. It's so in the bag for Godly here. Okay, Kresuu clashes once, side 6 hits, Godly gets it.
Godly wins the 1v3. You knew it was going to happen. What a play. What a play.
837 damage, 7 knockouts. Godly on the screen, 1 versus 3. He goes like, yeah, this is fine. He goes through, and he takes them out 1 by 1.
He earns his name again. Godly. Holy cow.
I mean,
dude, I knew it. I knew when it started, I was like, this is such a
half
moment
of the knockouts on this replay are going to be, here it is, the start. So he gets the slide charge side stick, gets the full length of that charge, and then the D-lights, because Solarson didn't want to combo his teammate, he ends up being put in a weird position off the D-Light where, like, you get that, like, fastball on the ground, but you're not quite on the ground. So Godly's like, okay, pick up recovery. And then the 1v1 against Kresuu cleans that up, and they go 2-0 in this set.
Yeah. And these competitive players, you know, they have as little experience being a 3 in a 3v1 than ever now, right? Because this is the first 3v3 tournament we've done.
When I was thinking about it, I was like, it's actually pretty hard being the 3 in the 3v1 if you're all damaged.
Look, I'm sure if they've been practicing 3v3 for 7 years like they have with 2v2, the 3 would probably be much more fearsome, right?
Yes.
But you're right, they're in the way of each other.
In theory, 3 versus 1 would be more fearsome.
Let's not act like the one's at an advantage.
I don't know. It kind of felt that way. But that might just be a godly thing.
It is godly.
It is a godly thing. So we're at game 3 here. Stocks are down for the blue team. It's up for the red team.
It's now looking bad for Godly, Swata, and Zyder right now.
It is the best lead that the red team's had so far. Solarson and Spectre in the red, but still on 3 stocks. And Godly, he's been destroyed.
The meta of 3v3 comes down to these punishes, man. Like, it is hard to get a hit that doesn't get you punished. You got to do something and get out. And you can't, like, landing a neutral light, like most neutral lights lock you in place too long, and it's risky to even do. All these axe neutral lights keep getting punished. Nice, Godly. Still not enough. He's going for Kresuu off the right side. Now,
I like your point, though, on the, like, if you do a setup move, normally in 2v2s, it's like, that's great. You are locking yourself and that person down. I can either 1v1 or team combo. But in this game mode, depending on the positioning, you just get followed up on. And we're seeing that a ton in this game. Blue team's done great. Godly's been at this amount of damage since the first minute of the game. And that downlight almost knocked 2 people off the top of the stage. It's like hitting 2 baseballs with 1 swing.
Imagine, never before seen in the history of baseball.
Kresuu breaking records.
Look, if baseball was as cool as we were with their tournaments, they'd have done 2 baseballs by now.
We would have had the hit 3 baseballs at once invitational. That's what we would have right now if they were that cool. But no, Brawlhalla.
Yeah, where's the wacky rules baseball tournaments?
We have almost an even game, almost like completely even. Spectre's the one that's being a tank here.
Anything could happen here.
But red team is being pushed up the left side. Godly taking the 1v2 edge guard. Decides to go back to center. Kresuu dodges off that neutral light. Zyder interrupted. It's Solarson getting so many nairs. And Spectre on the right.
Oh, he got him? Okay, but Swata going down first isn't like new. It's not a... they're not celebrating right now. They're not celebrating yet.
It's like, we have brought the game state down to...
Oh, whoa, beautiful combo from Solarson and Spectre. That was amazing. They are on their way to a victory, and they need it, because it's really on the line for them. If Solarson, Spectre, and Kresuu cannot win this game, they'll be out and going down to the elimination bracket.
And this is a much better situation for the red team. Like, I do want to highlight that I think the weirdness of that last 1v3, I mean, what an amazing 1v3 comeback from Godly. But he was fresh stock against 3 people in red.
which is why we were so excited about it.
You add friendly fire, you add the newness of the game mode, and the fact that Godly is Godly, and that's a crazy comeback. In this situation, 2 players were way far away from getting knocked out. And
the math was...
Godly was taking a ton of damage.
Not all 1v3s are created equal.
And I think that what the red team has as an advantage over the blue team here, despite being down to set 2-1, is that we have seen more examples of in the middle of the scrap team combos from them than we've seen from the blue team. And because they're able to take that and use it to eliminate Swata almost in record time every single game, I think that we might be going to a game 5 if they're able to keep up those team combos like we just saw Spectre get on Zyder.
Let's see. You know I appreciate a game 5 at all times. And a 3v3 game 5 is even more valuable.
Especially when they're striking to the dome every single time, so we get to see it.
Like, this is interesting.
We get to see their own personal 3v3 meta evolve in real time.
Yeah, I wonder if they agreed to this or this is just what's happening in striking.
Yeah.
Oh, nice follow-ups. Man, Solarson, Spectre, and Kresuu have some major synergy.
Yeah, and it's getting better as the set goes on. Solarson gets that neutral light towards Kresuu. He tried to kick Swata. He kicks Godly instead. And Zyder off stage, no weapon. Can Spectre make it back? He can. And now we're on the right side of the stage where Godly and Swata are trying to recover. And red team's actually taking center control with their triple lances.
Spectre just dominated Zyder off the bottom left corner. Godly scores a knockout real quick. Here comes Swata back for more. He's got the axe in hand. There's the knockout, dude. He came in like a sniper. I saw it in his eyes. He was coming for a knockout, and he got it.
Oh, man, and just as I thought that red team had control over center with their triple lance, it all just gets broken apart. Godly gets the double knockout. Only Zyder goes down. The blue team takes the lead.
Godly still has all 3 stocks. And he is, look at him fighting off the way deep in the corner. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. No. Okay. Good job, Solarson.
Solarson got out of there so hard.
Yeah.
He reset his jumps and then triple jump recovery.
Yeah. It's so not worth fighting somebody who's deep in red off the side when you're like at white.
Yeah.
That's just, you're just
Solarson goes down anyways. He gets pogoed by Swata.
No, that's an early knockout. And red team's in trouble now.
Swata does get that friendly fire knockout on Godly, but Godly was so with Zyder.
Kresuu did not need to be knocked out there. Oh no, it's falling apart for the red team.
Oh, and Spectre getting hit off the right side, I think, by Kresuu.
Barely makes it through.
Zyder comes through, and Kresuu switches over to Swata as Godly hits Solarson with the axe snare, tries to follow up. Friendly fire onto Zyder. Swata goes for the ground pound. Instead, Godly now dominating on Spectre. So Godly went down to Swata, so he has still got his knockout streak. he's still going.
Yeah, true. Oh, this is okay. No, this is not happening, dude. Godly, Swata, and Zyder are on their way to victory here.
I mean,
it's looking like a clean sweep.
You could have some crazy Lance team combos. I mean, all it takes is getting 2 players stacked in your team combos, which is
just maybe just a little bit of friendly fire in the wrong direction.
Nair hits. Okay, Godly.
Nice punish by Solarson. It's still not enough. Oh, Solarson has done so much to knock out Godly, and he just won't go down. And even if he did, he has another stock ready to go. Spectre brutalizing, but he is so far away from being able to win this match.
Oh, Godly.
Still? How is Godly still up?
He's also berserk, and he wants the knockout for sure. He dodges the weapon throw into a neutral.
That was nice. That was the way these guys intentionally dodge things with gravity cancels always blows my mind.
That is a hard timing because
why they call him Godly.
He caught the fastfall after the weapon throw, but still had the dodge. Man, Godly's something else. That was crazy. That's a 3-0
That's
for the blue team.
3-0 and 3 handshakes happening on that one.
I said 3-0. I was totally wrong and tricked you. It was 3-1 because that last 1v3 happened. It was hard because all the Miami Domes came together.
It didn't feel that way.
Definitely,
I forgot that one pretty quick. You're right.
Yeah. Godly and Zyder celebrating there at the end.
Dude, that's the team to beat. No matter what Sparky said, that's the team to beat.
That is the team to beat.
He did it for the content, guys. He didn't really mean it.
So Godly, Swata, and Zyder going into winner's side of top 3. And now we're going